The idea had been simple. A weekend sail trip, just two couples, away from the noise of the city. The boat was small but cozy, with enough room for them to sleep, cook, and relax beneath the open sky. The plan was to sail to a quiet island, camp there for a night, and return the next day. The first day was perfect. The sun was warm, the breeze steady, and laughter echoed over the gentle waves. They drank, shared stories, and watched the sunset paint the water in hues of gold and crimson. That night, anchored in the middle of the sea, they fell asleep under a blanket of stars. But by the second day, things began to feel off. The wind had died completely, leaving the boat adrift in still waters. The horizon stretched endlessly in every direction, with no sign of the island they'd been heading for. The GPS, which had worked perfectly the day before, now flickered uselessly, unable to find any signal. The couples joked at first, blaming the equipment or their own poor navigation. But as hours passed, unease crept in. The sea looked the same no matter which direction they turned. The sun seemed to hang at midday, never dipping lower, as if time itself had stopped. By evening, tempers began to flare. Accusations flew. Someone must have tampered with the GPS. Someone else must have miscalculated the route. The laughter from the day before was gone, replaced by strained silence and glares. It was that night when they saw the lights. Far in the distance, faint but unmistakable, a glow shimmered just above the waterline. Relief flooded them. Land, civilization. They didn't know how they'd drifted so far off course, but it didn't matter now. They adjusted the sails and headed toward the lights, adrenaline pushing their exhaustion aside. As they drew closer, the lights grew brighter, but they still couldn't make out any details. No buildings, no landmarks, just the glow. And then, without warning, the lights vanished. Confused, they drifted in silence. The water beneath them rippled, though there was no wind or current to explain it. The air grew colder. Then came the sound. A low, guttural noise, like something massive shifting beneath the surface. One of them leaned over the edge, shining a flashlight into the water, but the beam revealed nothing. The boat jolted violently, nearly throwing them overboard. Panic set in as they scrambled to grab onto anything they could. Beneath the surface, something moved. A dark, hulking shadow, too large to comprehend. And then it rose. They screamed as the water erupted, revealing themselves. Another boat, identical to their own, emerged from the depths. Standing on its deck were four figures, their faces pale and dripping with seawater. They were perfect replicas, same clothes, same features, but their eyes were empty, black voids. The copies stared at them for a moment before stepping onto their boat, water pooling around their feet. Nobody spoke. Nobody resisted. The original couple simply stepped into the other boat, their movements stiff and mechanical, as though they were being pulled by invisible strings. As the doppelgangers took their places, the original boat began to sink, dragging its new occupants beneath the surface. Moments later, the sea was calm again, and the doppelgangers sailed off into the horizon, laughing like old friends.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel.